Leadership has become part of human activity. Leadership provides the directions for a society. So let's dive into it. Leadership involves the ability of a person, the leader, to guide, direct, and motivate others towards the accomplishment of organizational objectives. A leader is responsible to guide, tell people what to do, how to do, and what is expected of them, direct them, provide directions and correction for people, and motivate them towards the accomplishment of organizational objectives. A leader is responsible to provide trainings and motivate others towards the accomplishments of goals. Leadership also involves guiding and coordinating peoples. A leader must coordinate the activities of all the peoples who work together in order to support the whole objectives. The whole is greater than the sum of individual ambitions, so leader must coordinate the efforts of every individuals they are working with in order to achieve their goals effectively and efficiently. Effective leaders ensure that individuals understand their roles and how their contribution fits into the broader organizational objectives. By coordinating the efforts of every individual in the organizations, the followers will know what is expected of them and will understand how their contribution fits into the organization's objectives. If the followers understand how their contribution fits in, they will be more willing to participate in group activities in order to ensure that the organizational goals and objectives are met. Understanding leadership. Leadership as a process of influence, as a process of social interaction, goal-oriented process, and decision-making process. Leadership as a process of influence. One of the most widely accepted views to understand leadership is as a process of influence. A leader influences people they lead in order to perform willingly and enthusiastically towards the accomplishment of desired goals or the vision. This means the ability of an individual to affect the behavior, attitudes, and actions of others in order to accomplish or achieve organizational goals. It is the ability of an individual to have an effect in the attitudes, behaviors, and action of others. Influence is the heart of leadership because leaders do not achieve results alone, they accomplish tasks through people. Leaders must influence people they lead because they don't get things done, they accomplish their goals, objectives, or achieve their visions through people. A leader influences others by communicating a clear vision, setting an example, and motivating team members to perform at their best. By communicating a clear vision of the future, a leader can rally people and influence them. Think of John F. Kennedy. By clearly communicating a vision, service to the nation, and not being serviced by the nations, she will be able to inspire people and achieve the visions. Setting an example. A leader set an example by model the way, challenge the processes, and act as a role model. And motivating team members to perform at their best. This involves providing training for the followers and motivate them to perform at their best. Influence can be formal or informal. Formal influence comes from the official position a leader holds, such as manager or supervisor, while informal influence arises from personal qualities such as charisma, expertise, education, or experience of the leader. Effective leaders combine both two forms of influence. Leadership as a process of social interaction. Leadership involves continuous communications and a relationship between followers and leaders. A leader should continuously communicate and interact with followers. It is an excellent process where both parties influence each other. A leadership is not a one-way process. It is a dynamic process where both the leader and the followers influence each other and get things done. Through communications, leaders share ideas, provide feedback, listen to concern, and resolve misunderstanding. Leadership is inherently effective through communication and the interaction between the followers and the leader, because the level of trust between the leader and the followers is inversely proportional to the level of communication. Leadership as a goal-oriented function. Leadership is inherently goal-oriented, meaning it is directed towards achieving specific objectives. Every organization exists to accomplish certain goals, and leadership provides the directions needed to reach those goals effectively. A leadership is effective to understand through setting goals, establishing strategies, implementing them, and evaluating actions. Every leader, organization, or society set goals. Leadership provides the directions to meet this goal fully. Without clear goals, leadership becomes ineffective because employee may lack direction and motivations. If there is no clear goals that is set and defined, employees may lack direction because they lack a sense of purpose of what to do. Leaders must ensure that individual and group efforts are coordinated and focused on desired outcome. The efforts of an individual must be coordinated and focused on a certain goals so that the actions and motivations of the employee and the leader should be directed towards the achievement of certain objectives. Goal-oriented leadership involves planning, setting what to do when and how, establishing strategies, evaluating alternatives and selecting the best alternatives, and monitoring progress. Leaders define what needs to be done, establish timeline, and evaluate performance to ensure that goals are being met effectively. Leadership provides a directions for goals that is to be set, what need to be accomplished, and why. If you know what you want to do, the chance of getting them are high. But if you don't know what you want to do first, the chances for getting them is very low. A leadership must provide a directions of a goals that is going to achieve. Leadership as a decision-making process. Leaders are often required to make a critical decision that will affect the direction and the performance of an organization. Decision making is the process of identifying a problem and finding an appropriate solution to solve that problem. This decision may involve resource allocations, strategy development, and problem solving. Leaders are required to generate an original and valuable ideas that can create new opportunities or solve an existing problem, allocate resources effectively, and develop an appropriate strategies in order to make a certain decision or effective decision. Decision making in leadership requires careful analysis of information, consideration of alternatives, and evaluation of possible outcomes. Leaders are required to evaluate information objectively, identify a problem, analyze it, generate an alternative solution, discover possibilities, select the appropriate alternative, and monitor progress, make adjustments, and adapt to change when needed. Decision making is crucial in leadership. A leader must make an effective and timely decision.